Previously on The Secret of Christopher Topher. It's a portal. Maybe it's a dimensional portal.
So this is the lad who set off an interplanetary war. Am I correct? I'd like to introduce you to my partner, the mighty Esop. Do you think I care anything about those monsters? I only care about the sanctity of the church. Mark my words, I will gain possession of the seventh scroll and lead in the destruction of the aliens.
Never in the history of humankind has the world been in such crisis. The aliens had murdered millions of people, disease and famine was widespread, and many rebels fought on the side of the church Decepticon. The United States government was in chaos due to the kidnapping of President Topher. Vice President Bernard Windows had assumed command. At the Vatican, with the Pope and his cardinals, Ecaep thought it was best to lay down some ground rules.
So I understand that my people are monsters, that you would cut their hearts out if you had the chance.
Not true. I would never say such a thing.
I understand that you plan to gain possession of the seventh scroll and destroy our race. Is this true?
Nothing could be further from the truth. Where are you hearing these lies?
And what about my son? I understand that your hatred for him runs deep.
I would say hatred is too strong a word. I would call it more of an extreme dislike. After I expose him to the world, I can take my rightful place as the most powerful man on Earth. We are still in agreement, aren't we? Or did you make an empty promise?
Not one to suffer fools lightly, Esop quickly grabbed the Pope around the neck and lifted him airborne. The pressure from Esop's grip almost snapped the Pope's neck. The cardinals cowered in fear.
Listen to me, you stupid human. You would be making a fatal mistake to take me for a fool. I am Lord of the Decepticon. My spies have roamed your world for ages, and I am privy to your plans. But because I'm slow to anger, I will take the life of one of your subordinates while yours is spared.
In an instant, Esop dropped the Pope and grabbed one of the cardinals around the neck. He took his other hand and began to drill his bony finger into the cardinal's skull. He dropped the limp body to the floor, blood flowing from the cardinal's forehead. The shaken Pope and the other cardinals were frightened beyond belief.
I apologize for my insolence. Please do not harm anyone else.
That will depend on your future actions. We must be diligent in making Valaris your planet's new ruler and making the entire human race bow to him and to me.
I thought we agreed that you and I would rule the earth. You promised this was my reward for locating the one who could translate the seventh scroll and for finding your son.
I am indebted to you for holding up your end of the bargain. You may establish your church and government as you please. Because of your disrespect towards me and my people, however, I am altering the terms of the deal. Valaris shall be crowned king and ruler of your world, and you, like the others, shall bow at his feet. Feel fortunate that I let you live. You would not be so lucky if you were in the presence of my general. Now go and prepare my son's introduction as the new ruler of Earth. any further disrespect on your behalf will be met with a slow and painful death.
The Septatime ruler quickly disappeared into the portal.
How dare that creature betray me? I should be Earth's ruler. If he thinks for 1 minute that I will bow down to that fool of a son of his, I'd rather he cast me into Avernet's sign. But I have some friends that I wish to visit. It's all about unfinished business.